This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Don't Punt Hour with former Nebraska receiver.
Throwing over the middle, completes the pass. He's got speed to the end zone. Touchdown! 45 yards.
And return specialist.
This time he beats the kicker and one more.
DeMornay Pierson-El.
Not only does the sideline have confidence in Pierson-El, but Pierson-El has confidence in Pierson-El.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in to Ticket Weeknights. This is the Don't Punt Hour with DeMornay Pierson-El. As you give me a chance to change the banner here, we just wrapped up with one-on-one with DP. Shout out to Dave Turcotte for streaming in, as always, come Wednesdays. But like I said, if you guys want to join in for the Don't Punt Hour, 402-464-5685. That is the Starter Heyman text line, as always. With that being said, let's go ahead and bring him in. We got DeMornay Pierson-El streaming in. DeMornay, hopefully you're staying dry. How's it going on a rainy Wednesday night? I think we just got past it. Stop raining over here at least.
It wasn't raining up here, so I've been, hot and humid.
Oh, well, you probably could have used some rain. Yeah, we just had, the classic severe thunder alerts blaring over the radio. A lot of that. Nope. I think we're through it. Hopefully you stayed dry. But like I say, just about every time, we're not going to talk about the weather. I got to ask you one thing to kind of start the show off. It surprised me a little bit, but maybe not that much. We're seeing a lot of these tapes come out with a lot of these NFL draft prospects. Did you happen to catch Marvin Harrison Jr. and all of those scouts were absolutely trying to throw Kyle McCord under the bus just to see how Marvin Harrison Jr. would react? What are your thoughts on that? And then what do those rooms look like? I mean, what is that pressure cooker when they're looking at guys scouting? Do they put you through all sorts of mental tests?
They got different types of ways to do things and whatnot. It's a little, it can be intimidating. Mind you, like those guys like that are talking to, everybody. So they're trying to give you a lot of information and hopefully to see you get frustrated. It's a test necessarily. Like it's not anything too crazy. I've seen people going off on Jalen Daniels, and I'm just like he misspoke certain words with positions, which they're the same position, just instead of using F, they use H, or instead of using F, they use W. The F is for the flanker. It can also be it can also be the wingback, which is the same position that can move around and whatnot. So I mean, I find it funny. A lot of people don't understand exactly, what was kind of going on with that. He didn't say anything wrong or whatnot. I mean, he was right about certain stuff, and everybody has, their own verbiage and whatnot. It was funny for them to try and see if Marvin would say something. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, they're being truthful. People can have those real conversations, behind closed doors and whatnot, as long as you don't, say it to the media and get a hold of them of saying something. So I mean, it's funny. I mean, they do stuff like that often, with not just not with only that prospect. I mean, they do a lot of other things. I'm pretty sure they have those meetings those meetings, they take 30, 35 minutes or whatnot and everything like that. So I mean, they cut a bunch of clips up and kind of probably took out what they wanted to make sure the public will form a certain amount of opinion. But they're very intense. You're in a room with, as you've seen in the shot, with 10, 12 other people, and and those people make decisions. You know what I'm saying? At that point in time, they were trying to move up, and I mean, that was actively everywhere. So I mean, he could have went 3, if they would have happened to trade and whatnot and everything like that. So I mean, you want those meetings to go well, because I mean, that's, so, as they said there, that might be some of their first time sitting down with guys and kind of picking their brains about stuff. So I mean, they're throwing literally, a bunch of verbiage and a bunch of things at you just to see how you kind of react with stuff.
Yeah, and again, I highly recommend. It's all over social media. It's pretty funny. I think they just, every chance they get, pretty bad throw though, right? Like that was terrible. And it just, Marvin Harrison Jr. passed with flying colors, sounded like a saint in there. Yeah, I'm never going to blame the quarterback for any of those. So Marvin Harrison Jr. passed with flying colors. How much do they test you on the X's and O's? It feels like with the quarterbacks, obviously they had Caleb Williams. If you had to drop a play that you're going to run 45 times out of 100, drop that play for me. How much are they testing you in that fashion, or is that more about QBs?
No, they do that for receivers too. So they'll would have said the same thing. Now, okay, if it's roll coverage necessarily, what are you doing? If it's 4-eye, which is 4 invert, the corner becomes the safety becomes the corner. If it's cloud to the boundary or quarters to the boundary and cloud to the field, necessarily what are your certain checks? And then they will put in their verbiage and their certain terminologies and everything like that to give them a play to assess necessarily, okay, well, if they're rolling to cover 3, okay, we got this check, and a quarterback gives you this signal, what are you supposed to be doing if we move you into this and we put you in a rotation, that from a bunch formation, you were at the point, now you're at number 3 on the inside. Who are you reading? Who does your read go off of? So they do that things with receivers as well, just to kind of see how you read in coverage, how you react, and if they give you some of their verbiage and their offense and everything like that, what would you do? Can you pick it up and be able to recall it? And you see they kind of distract you, get you talking, get your mind off of it, and then go right back to it. I mean, that's pretty much what happens in training camp too as well, and meetings and everything like that. They got different types of games or different types of competitions. They'll put 2 guys up on the board and then give me this play. What happens if we do this? What happens, if they roll the quarters? What happens if they, it's just situational football. So I mean, that's very common.
So fair to say they got the linemen. They're giving them defensive schemes, and they're saying
they're giving them fronts. They're giving them sawdog blitz. Double A if they bluffing out of that. Over under fronts. The 5-2 is kind of coming back in. Tampa Bay runs that 5-2. To where they just got 2 linebackers pretty much controlling everything, and they're in the run gap and everything like that. So if we got this type of call and he switches it to this, and somebody is coming off of the whatever gap, or you got stunts or twists or something like that, or if they shift the front. So I mean, each position has its own type of X's and O's of the game, and they're going to test them on things like that.
How much does the lingo change? Like when you went in there and they obviously had some of their verbiage, was it hard to pick up on, or is the lingo pretty similar to what you're getting out of a Power 5 school?
It
Obviously,
depends.
obviously there's gonna be variation, but as a whole, what do you kind of feel like?
For instance, it was easier coming from Mike Riley's system because it's West Coast. A lot of the NFL is a West Coast long verbiage, trips, rights, deuce, Z in, Y corner, Z shallow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really tag the X or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? If I say whatever the play is, what happens? We got 300 jet, this or whatever. Certain things to pay attention to and everything like that. So with going into having more familiarity with a West Coast offense, now it's just picking up, okay, what do y'all call, y'all stop routes at 10 yards? What do y'all call, your double slants with a flat to the inside? What do you call, your bingo concept? They'll tag whoever got the basic because that's what the B, and then whoever's outside of the basic, you have a post over top. So it wasn't as bad. You just had to pick up necessarily, okay, what are y'all names for certain, plays and everything like that. Then it becomes easy. It's playing football.
And then what does it feel like at this point, NFL season, when the young guys are officially there now? I mean, what is the roster practices really starting to look like as they're getting ready for the upcoming season? Because football's right around the corner.
So they're out of the phase of like OTAs and everything like that. It's pretty much, glorified 7-on-7. Offensive linemen might not really do too much, or they might just kind of fit up and go there. So it's just how fast can you get the young guys kind of caught up to what you're trying to install, what you want to do, what things to look at and everything like that, to where once they come to training camp, now it's kind of, a review. Now it's not as much as studying, like you've seen it from, when rookies reported, you've seen it from just regular OTAs and mandatory OTAs and everything like that. So this is going to be the fourth time that y'all should see it. And I mean, you're not in school anymore. You don't have anything else going on anymore. This is your job. They expect you to, pretty much, mistake-free football. Of course, mistakes happens and whatnot, but they're gearing up to when training camp comes, what they invested in you and what they put in you and what they brought, all these athletes in there to do is, to make differences, make plays, make the right, being in the right positions and everything like that. So, that way, when they do come back to training camp, everything is just, like I said, a review. You're flying. You're not necessarily thinking. You're playing and everything like that. Things have changed from, the 4 preseason games. You don't get 4 anymore. You get 3. So everything kind of speeds up a little bit. So the first 2 games, I would say, are a little bit more important to getting the team. And, I mean, they pretty much know who's going to make the roster. They got a solid, 45 guys, 40, 30, 38 guys who they know for sure, like, all right, they're going to be here. You got some, small competitions at certain positions and everything like that. But I mean, everything is pretty much situated. The first 2 preseason games are to get, the team ready for the whole season. And then kind of they back off and, whoever's in a position battle, they get more reps and opportunities to kind of show that team or show the other 31 other teams of what they can do.
I'm going to, at this point, since you brought it up, I got to ask, preseason games, absolutely needed or not? Roger Goodell flirts with that. He wants to get rid of them.
Needed. No, like it's coming from somebody who went undrafted, that was, the biggest chunk outside of things, because now it's not scripted, it's not controlled. I'm going out there going against another organization, and I can play multiple positions in multiple games. I done played inside, I done played outside, I done played backside, and bringing special teams and everything like that. It's needed for the guys. Majority of the dudes that play in the NFL are undrafted. There are more undrafted guys that make up the league more so than the drafted guys and whatnot. So you're taking those opportunities off the tables for people in those situations to get to make the team, because teams won't be able to see things in a live game. Now they have a decision to make. Well, we got money on this guy, and I probably can get a little bit more, lenience with things and whatnot. My job probably won't be on the line. I'll go with the safer call over somebody who, yeah, in practice you look fine and everything like that, or yeah, in practice, you handle yourself, but it's also, practice. We want to see you go up against, somebody you don't know every day, somebody who you have only a couple days of scheme against. How can we give you something, your play calling going into that, and there are different situations that they can situate you on. That can be the little push to give you a shot to make the team, or that can not be the shot, and they just like, you know what, we're gonna go with what we had, what we know, what we trust. We're not open to exploring necessarily with you, because if they mess up, their job's on the line. So it's very important, and it's crazy that wants to be taken out of it, and you want to add another game. Like that's crazy.
I'm 100% with you. I figured that's what your thoughts would be, but yeah, I mean, how do you think this actually one day goes through? I mean, he just won't stop talking about it. I mean, it feels like he's really trying to put it out there. Feels like some of it hinges on the strength of the UFL, because I think some of these teams would even be against getting rid of preseason just for the reasons you said. But if the UFL's strong and still going strong, maybe they'll look at that as like a G League where they can maybe not necessarily need as many preseason games or any, and pull players directly from there. But do you see this ever actually getting through? Like the unions, they'd have to offer more money, that's for sure.
I don't think so. And if it does, a few things have to change. Again, there's a CBA put in place that the owners agreed upon, the players agreed upon, everybody signed. So just because he says he wants things and to do things, it doesn't mean he has, the ability to change what things are, because things are already signed and that's guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bargaining agreement. So the players don't have to necessarily agree with the owners and what they want with more things and whatnot, which is, that's why it changed from 4 preseason games to 3, because the players decided to, okay, like that, they'll allow that. And, a couple things changed. They added more to the practice squad. Benefits for the undrafted guys were a little bit better. Like I said, majority of the league is undrafted guys. So the deal that they kind of proposed was a lot better for the holistic of everybody, and you had to sacrifice, one preseason game and an extra game, in the season or whatnot. So I don't think majority of the teams now, I don't think majority of the players will agree with going for 18 games and no preseason games and whatnot. One, I think that is going to, rise the risk of injuries. You remember what happened with COVID?
Yep.
I mean, you had star players getting hurt left and right and everything like that. I mean, that's what happened without, preseason games. That next year they went back to preseason games, and, everybody was situated and ready for the game. So if you're in the league to try and make things more protective and safe for that, but yet you're willingly trying to take something out when you've seen people get injured, you kind of got to look at, the guy and actually pay attention to what he's really saying. Because, he might not actually be for, the players of the league. So like I said, I don't think it'll go, just because the players have a huge part and say so of what things are going to go. And I don't think they'll be able to say, oh, well, we're okay with 18 games, no preseason. You have to pretty much, push it to 60, 70, 75, guys on a team, 2 bye weeks, and the pay has to be something that they haven't seen before to even get the players to budge on something like that. But I don't think they'll go for that at all.
No, it'd have to be whenever that CBA expires. It'd have
10
to
years.
10, yeah. So,
and I don't think they'll be able to start negotiation until like year 7 or year 8. I think.
Well, no one could tell to. That's why he's saying it now, because it isn't going to be next year. It's not going to be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's a long-term thing for the NFL, as it always has been. But I think even 10 years, 15 years from now, I don't think we ever get to that point. Simply, I don't see the players ever going for it. And it was a good pull that COVID year. I think a lot of people forgot about that. No preseason. It felt like every star was getting hurt on just non-contact related injuries half the time. It was a bizarre year, and you definitely wonder how much of that was preseason. Before we go to our first break here, I do got to ask you, does Derek White move the needle at all? Team USA basketball, they did add him to that roster. I like the move. I was begging about some 3-point shooting. Derek White, 40% 3-point shooter, definitely can catch and shoot. I think it moves the needle for me.
He's a good two-way defender too, as well, right?
Yeah, he's a real long guard.
It's not a bad thing. I think what Team USA is doing is they have a lot more two-way defending guys, especially with how the European ball is played. You're going to need lengthy, long guys that can transition and play defense, but also contribute into offense. I think that'll be something that'll carry over. So, I mean, it's a plus. We'll see how things work out.
Yeah, I just like more 3-point shooting on that roster. I think you're pretty much close to perfection. It's hard to look at that team and say you're missing something at this point. Maybe like Klay Thompson's the last one, but if you're putting Derek White in there, I'm okay with Derek White. Good 3-point shooter. Had a much better season than Klay Thompson did last year, so you don't got to worry about him maybe heading in cold. And then defensively, you could argue right up there with Klay Thompson's, considering how he's degraded a little bit on that end of the court. So Team USA, they got Team Canada tonight, exhibition match. Who do you got? Does Team Canada? I mean, last time they played in
FIBA, USA.
I hope so. I'm with you. I want to say USA. I'm going to say USA, but let's not remember they kicked your butt in that FIBA tournament. So we got the real quote unquote superstars in here for this one. But Canada certainly isn't going to be feeling scared to play the USA because last time they beat you and they did it in a pretty convincing fashion. With that being said, go ahead and throw it to our first break here. Pierson-El on the other side. We're going to talk about some of these NBA coaches year one and which ones have the hardest mountains to climb. So don't go anywhere. We'll keep it rolling here. Dump Punt Hour with Pierson-El. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with atomic diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Are you looking to upgrade your farm equipment? You're in luck. Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, recently dropped its prices on select late model tractors, combines, planters, and sprayers. Trade in your old equipment today and get never before seen discounts that can save you over $100,000. With great financing options and our A-plus support, there's no better time to upgrade. Visit your local Acres store or see the huge savings at acres.com. That's AKRS.com to see the best prices in the nation.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relief. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here, and we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, welcome back into Don't Punt Hour. Once again, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. 402-464-5685. Sartor Heyman text line still open. We do have Royals on airwaves, but you can use the streams. Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitter, Allo, channel 961. On the other side, DeMornay Pierson-El. I hinted that we're going to talk about some of these NBA coaches. We got 6 new jobs. Give me the team that is going to have by far the biggest mountain to climb in terms of that head coach. I think I got a wild guess, a wild one, but go ahead and give it to me.
Detroit.
See, I think, okay, now you got me. I think that's the easiest.
They just fired a dude that I don't even think he got to a full year, and they gave him, a nice big bag. And after the season, it wasn't good enough.
But I think if they fire him after year one, they might just have to get rid of the whole team. I think after that disaster,
So you just seen what happened if you don't win. If you don't win over 15 games, you could be the next one gone too.
I mean, how deep is that bank account, though? I mean, Monty, you got to pay him for the next 4 years. Is a 5 year.
Who cares? Clearly, they don't.
15 games. That's all you got to do. 15. I think
and that might not even save you.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you mine.
You gonna say the Lakers?
Yeah, JJ. Their expectation is finals. That's the problem.
I mean, it's the Lakers. Are you surprised?
No, but it definitely makes a hell of a mountain. As Vogel will tell you, as Ham will tell you, as JJ Redick is soon to tell you.
Everybody's watching it. Yeah. I'm saying like it's probably more pressure on them, but I'm still saying at least you got LeBron.
Yeah, they do got LeBron and AD.
They went to the playoffs, correct? Right?
Let's see, play in and they win. They're playing. Yeah, first round they made it past play in, lost to the Nuggets.
Yeah. So okay, you're a playoff team. Detroit is not. You don't even have a superstar on a roster like that. Like if the Lakers don't get to the finals or the Western Conference Finals, it's going to be a bad failed season. But in reality, if you make it to the playoffs and you make it to the second round, honestly, I think that's a successful first year coach. Realistically, it's maybe not what they're expecting or whatnot, but you got a first year head coach, a former player head coach. You have the players of what you had and whatnot. We're still going to see how things go. You make it to the second round, you were a better team than you were last year. That's a plus. Detroit has nothing. I couldn't even tell you 2 players on their team right now.
No, they still got Cade Cunningham down there. They got the Isaiah, who they're paying way too much. $15 million.
Exactly. For 14 wins. Like they're gonna have it. They're gonna have it harder than the Lakers. But if the Lakers don't get, like I said, to the Western Conference Finals or the finals, it's gonna be a bad year for them. But realistically, first year head coach making it to the second round, that's not a bad season at all.
It's tough. Okay, so I'm looking at the Los Angeles Lakers, the team that's scraped by the play-in, and just to get swept in the first round. Projection-wise, I'd imagine they'll be on the fringe of the play-in, so they'll probably going up against a Denver Nuggets. OKC is their best shot, just because I think the experience of the Lakers, and then let's just be real, they do try to get the Lakers. They try to push them through a little bit sometimes. That's just the reality of it. Look at the free throw calls, the discrepancy between those. Lakers are plus, I think, 500 compared to everybody else. Not even close. But like when I look at the Pistons, why I keep bringing them up, like the bar between 15 games to 16 games is so much shorter than the bar from getting swept in the first round to even making it in the second, when I feel like you're a fringe playoff team already. That's the problem I'm seeing. And then, I mean, what's a successful year for the Lakers where you think not just you, but Lakers fans would say, I'll take that? Is it the second round? Is it Western Conference Finals? Is it finals? I feel like he's got to make at least Western Conference.
For them to be somewhat exactly. But at the end of the day, if this was another first year head coach with no head coach experience with the team or anything like that, like you would be praising them, but you not, because they have LeBron and you expect certain things. When in reality, if they play good and then, like I said, if they get to the second round, like that's not a bad season. If they make it to the playoffs, that's not a bad season, regardless if you're the 8th seed or 10th seed or whatever, you're in. You are better than majority of the rest of the the majority of the NBA.
I hope so. I hope they're better than.
So I'm like realistically, like what they have and everything like that, for them to make the playoffs, and then for them to make it to the second round, I think that for me that would be a successful season. I'm not necessarily shooting for the stars with them because they're not built like Denver. They're not built like Minnesota. They're not built like
Minnesota, OKC,
the Spurs, OKC. They're not built like that. So yeah, you have LeBron. Yeah, you have AD. Yeah, like Y'all won with those people there and everything like that. But you don't have the same supporting cast. So just because you have LeBron doesn't give you excuse to, well, I expect y'all to get to the Western Conference Finals with if y'all don't have no team surrounding him and you got a first-year head coach. Like, yeah, JJ Smart and everything like that. But like I said, to me, it's a successful season if they get to the playoffs. And anything after that, that regardless, even if they scrape it in or whatnot, the Mavs barely scraped in, and they went to the finals. And they had Luka, who you love a lot. They got Kyrie, and you're not even putting them on the same pedestal as the Lakers with stuff and everything like that because it's LeBron.
Okay, who's the better player, LeBron or Luka?
LeBron.
Okay, who's the next best player if the Mavs and Lakers are playing? Is it AD or is it Kyrie or Luka? Who's the next best player out of those four?
How healthy is AD?
The usual AD. One shoulder grab.
Kyrie. Kyrie. I'm going Kyrie. If AD is hurt, no, I'm Kyrie.
Well, you're killing my example here. Kyrie over Luka is surprising the hell out of me.
I don't like Luka.
Just because of the isocentric, you think that doesn't click, or what about Luka's game? Do you think
I told you him and James Harden are the same person?
Yeah, okay. That is a good point. The inconsistency, I will say,
he's hot, then he's not. He's hot, then he's not. He's not lazy, but I mean, people give him excuses after excuses when if it was somebody else, they wouldn't get excuses. You don't give LeBron excuses, and LeBron plays both ends of the floor. He hustles up and down, hasn't been hurt or anything like that. Like, I'm not saying you gotta play like LeBron or anything like that, but of that level of superstardom and everything like that, the only other one that's lazy is James Harden. And even then, James Harden was 6th man of the year. He worked his way up and got to a certain point and just kind of, just got stuck there. So I'm not a huge fan of Luka. Like, is his game? Is he a scorer? Yeah, he is. But I mean, he's a liability.
Defensively, he is very much like James Harden.
Can we say LeBron is a liability?
Oh, defensively, no.
I'm just saying a liability, period.
No, not at all. Offensively, defensively, absolutely not.
Can you say AD is a healthy liability? When healthy, is he a liability?
Nope.
Okay, Steph Curry, is he a liability? Draymond, is he a liability? Clay,
Draymond depends how he's feeling that day. Draymond can be.
I'm talking about when Draymond was in, when the Warriors were in their prime. Was he a liability?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But this is my whole thing with the Lakers, right? Okay, so you're telling me LeBron and AD, clearly top 10 players. Why the hell are you paying them if the expectation isn't a finals? The roster you have around them is because you have two of the best players in the NBA right now, and LeBron and AD, and you're paying one of those guys $150 million. So
they already got you a championship. So what are we talking about?
Because you're still paying them that money just because now it's over. You got one.
Okay, no,
that's
I'm
why
not
the expectation's high. You got two top 10 players. No excuse.
I'm not saying that, but it's okay when one of your top players is halfway hurt all the other time, and then the other one is creeping up to 45. He's the GOAT of basketball with things and whatnot. And like, everybody needs help.
Yeah, when they're both healthy.
Joker didn't get to the Nuggets didn't get to the finals just because of Joker. What? No, he had help.
Yeah, and patience. Budenholzer didn't lose his job after 1 or 2 bad years. That's the other part.
Exactly. So that's LeBron. You hanging that on LeBron?
Well, only 2 coaches have lasted the LeBron tenure. Every other one.
Again, so that's LeBron's fault?
I think it's more not LeBron telling people to fire the coach. I think it's the pressure of having LeBron and GMs handling it badly.
So is that LeBron's fault?
GM. I'll call GM.
Is that okay? You're not answering my question. Is that LeBron's
no,
fault?
if I'm saying GM.
Okay, thank you. So what are we talking about?
I think the expectation when those guys, I think it is finals. Just because you're paying all that money. You're in the luxury tax.
I got a question. So if the Lakers were on the East, do they go to the Eastern Conference Final?
Yeah, I think they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
So what changed? It's the same team, just on different side.
The East, the East is a different story. You absolutely know.
So I'm saying, like, you got to be way more prepared to run through the West than you do the East. They're a subpar team on the West, but you put them on the East, and I guarantee you they're giving Boston a run for their money.
Yeah, it'd be a team that at least challenge them. I mean, who knows with the Knicks, Pacers, 76ers, Paul George, maybe that moves the needle for that team.
No.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on those guys.
You got legitimately, I think, on the West, probably 1 through 5 that can probably win the finals.
And that's why I hate what the Lakers keep doing with their head coaches. The West is brutal. Have some patience. Like the same thing with the Detroit Pistons. Take a page from that. Get some patience. You have a garbage roster. Not necessarily bad coaching. We just saw Monty fix the Phoenix Suns and Devin Booker. How about you give it more than a year? But with that being said, I'm going to give you my next team. Next team that I think has the biggest mountain. This is a team with a low record, but it's more of a fact of the guys you got to deal with, the circus act. Washington Wizards, you got to have fun with the Kuzma Poole duo. It's a weird dynamic. The ego feels.
I wouldn't expect you to say there. I wouldn't. I thought you were going to go Bucks. Honestly,
I was going to go that or Suns.
Okay,
Suns, just because of the roster. But I really, speaking of Budenholzer, and I said Budenholzer for the Nuggets. Malone is the Nuggets head coach, but Budenholzer I think can certainly help that team out. So that's why I'm giving them the nudge. I think that's a great coach.
Okay.
But the Wizards, that roster, the ego is here, and the wins were at 15. So it was just a weird team to watch.
They haven't been right since they let John Wall go. I don't know what they have to do, but Poole was not it. Kuzma is not it. I don't go back to the drawing board. I don't know that one. It's that, and DC is a city of love. They got a lot of love to give. They're very vocal about things and whatnot. They got to do better, and hopefully, we see them do better. I don't know. They might need to bring Russ back. I don't know.
It kills me because Russell Westbrook gave that team something to smile about, something finally to actually watch a team that competes.
I'll take it back. They haven't been the same since Russ left. I forgot about Russ. I ain't gonna disrespect him like that because he was putting on for the city.
Yeah, I mean, you could say they haven't been the same since, just because even when Russ was there, it felt like he's the entire reason because he's given his damn soul for this team. Like you knew as soon as they lost Russ and they're trying to pull
we suck.
Yeah,
they're gonna
right
suck.
back to it. Because I shout out to Locked On Podcast. I know DP did Locked On Huskers for quite a while. Might still actually be doing it for this upcoming season, but I'd always listen to all those podcasts. And man, you listen to the Wizards Locked On Podcast, you'd want to cry sometimes. I mean, that franchise, they were so excited for the Russell Westbrook experiment because you got to remember that team playoffs. When was the last time they won a playoff game? John Wall.
Maybe when John Wall was there before he got paid his big contract.
And they weren't very good before Wall either. So it's just been bad history, a little bit of glimmer of hope, bad history, the explosive year of Russell Westbrook, where I mean he damn near looked like an MVP candidate. How good he was on that
triple
team.
doubles. I mean he set the record. I mean every other game was a triple. No, he had.
That was at OKC. He set the record, but I mean it was another crazy triple double year for him. Just the entire engine, and that was like, if you want to use Russ, that's what it looks like. And I feel like the Wizards, you keep them around, you figure it out because you're not going to get superstar players out of trading Russ to where you're going to be able to build up something greater. I think they just really dropped the bag on that one. So the Wizards, even though you only got to win 16 games to do better, that roster makeup is tough. Like, and it never good on day one. Your first job is to go back to the drawing board. Like that's your first assignment. And that's just where the Wizards are. With that being said, we'll go ahead, throw it to our next break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk maybe a couple more teams will slide in here, but this is the Dump on Tower with DeMornay Pierson-El, and we'll have What's Brewing with Chance Brewington at 8 o'clock. So plenty left here on Ticket Weeknights. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Go Big Red. Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
You can get diesel anywhere. But what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Are you looking to upgrade your farm equipment? You're in luck. Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, recently dropped its prices on select late model tractors, combines, planters, and sprayers. Trade in your old equipment today and get never before seen discounts that can save you over $100,000. With great financing options and our A+ support, there's no better time to upgrade. Visit your local Acres store or see the huge savings at acres.com. That's AKRS.com to see the best prices in the nation.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for the Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relief. The team at the Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here, and we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, wrapping things up here, Don't Punt Hour with the host, as always, DeMornay Pierson-El. Wrapping things up here with a little more NBA talk as we're kind of in the off season of everything here. But we do got 2024 Paris Olympics coming up, and we got an exhibition match between the USA and Canada tonight. Just exhibition, not official, but they'll get a few runs in before they start. With that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm just going to give you the next coach, and this is my side of not the worst mountain to climb. Doable. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you the Charlotte Hornets. They got the Celtics assistant coach. You got LaMelo Ball, Bryce McGowan's the former Husker. I mean, they got pieces on that roster that they're not bad. You're not going to have superstars. I'm not expecting them to go make a crazy run deep into the playoffs, but I think, yeah, you got to win 21 games. In the East, totally doable. I think that's a team to where you can get your foot in the door and actually start to develop a culture, because you do got young talent there that if you coach them up the right way, you can have something. Not there with the Hornets?
I mean...
And I think the pressure is low. That's pretty key in this whole thing.
They were exciting, and they kind of like fizzled out. So I'm just unsure, what Charlotte you're gonna get. Do they have pieces down there or whatnot? Yes. Do they need work? Yes. Is it definitely winnable and obtainable to get that in the East? Absolutely. The East is horrible. So, I mean, they could be somewhat of an Atlanta if they really want to.
Can LaMelo Ball be a generational talent? He's good. It's clear he's a starter.
Generational talent.
I shouldn't say generational, all-star level. Because generational start.
I think so. I think out of his brothers and whatnot, I think he's probably the best one. Because he can wear different hats.
Yep.
Melo.
Jello's the middle one. Lonzo's
all right. I would like to see how he shakes back after being hurt. But I mean, if you had to pick with what Lonzo was showing and what Melo was showing, I'm pretty sure you would go with probably Melo, depending on just how easy things are to score, the flashiness of stuff and everything. Lonzo wasn't really, flashy. Wasn't really kind of exciting or anything like that. Very plain Jane. Nothing wrong with it. We, can appreciate that.
Now, hold on. He was the playmaking was exciting. That was the whole thing. It wasn't the score.
Not compared to his brother.
His brother, this is where, because even if you want to give the defensive edge to Lonzo, I don't think it's as close. I think LaMelo Ball, honestly, defensively averaged damn near 2 steals a game last season. Like, he's right up there. You're definitely going to take LaMelo. Lonzo, the one thing he lacked was anytime he got inside, you did not trust that guy around the rim. He was getting blocked all the time. Just didn't quite have the touch needed. So everything was on the 3-point line. LaMelo, he's actually got that nice soft floater to where if he needs it, a point guard that can't finish at the rim can be tough at times. It makes it really hard for if you're going to drive and kick. They're not really riding with you all the way to the rim because they feel pretty good, even if it's another guard going up against you, that you're not going to be able to make the shot. The Hornets, I think they got some experience there.
If they put some solid pieces around him that complements his game, or I want to say you want to copy and paste what the Timberwolves minus Cat. What I mean by that, the aggressiveness of the guys that have been around and that type of style of play with Melo down there and how he runs or whatnot. You put him with a couple, bigs that can run up and down. I think there'll be a problem. Now, will they go far to the final? Not to the finals, to the Eastern Conference? I don't think so, but they'll be a stronger team. It's still a fight, I think in the East, it's still a fight, between 4, 5, 6. It's kind of, you can throw a dart into the dark, and whoever you get, that's whoever it is. They just need some other pieces to kind of help complement what LaMelo brings to the game, and they'll be fine.
Yep. And there's an opportunity there. It surprises me with the East that it feels like there's just been this open window for the longest time that any of these Eastern Conference teams, if you're feeling frisky, you can actually start putting a team together because there's not a lot of juggernauts in there. But now the clock is starting to tick with the Knicks, with the Pacers, Hornets. If you're not going to be anytime soon arriving, then it feels like you're going to be in a situation much like the Wizards where years down the road, the players are going to get too expensive despite you not winning enough games, and you're going to be back to the drawing board. With that being said, though, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Went a little bit around the NBA circle today, talk some national game as well. I'll ask you this, though. Canada, USA, who wins? Who's the leading scorer?
Ant's leading scorer, USA wins.
Okay. I'll give USA wins, but SGA on Team Canada, he's going to be taking a lot of shots. I imagine he might be the leading scorer, but don't go anywhere. Wrapping it up here. Chance of Brewington up next. Shout out to Morning Pierson-El. On time as always. We'll do it again tomorrow.